I know, right?
We
So
watched her when
good.
she first sat down to the sewing machine.
Mm-mm-mm.
He was cutting pieces and laying beads.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
All those sparklies.
My
You know
color
that's
too.
that's just the way we like it. So beautiful. We'll have to share the picture of it in the Law of Attraction group. So let me jump into our affirmations for today. They start with the words I am safe. When I express my feelings, I can be serene in any situation. It says I have a wonderful relationship with my friends, family members, and coworkers. I am appreciated. Coworkers, Yvette. And
Amen.
second one says, I prosper wherever I turn. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. I am blessed and prospered. I'm both. I'm blessed and prospered. I like blessed and prospered. I think that goes together. Let's jump into our 5 minutes of gratitude. It starts with the quote. If you're reading this, congratulations. You're alive. If that's not something to smile about, then I don't know what is. Chad Shug. Fill in the four blanks, a second chance I've been given. Someone I get to spend time with today. One reason to be grateful for living where I live. A little thing someone did that meant a lot to me. And the affirmation here says, I have the power to create positive, lasting change. I have the power to create positive, lasting change. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me jump into our deep breath of life, daily inspiration for heart centered living. We are people living from our hearts. The book is by Alan Cohen. And for October the 13th, it says, The Mirror's Gift. And the quote says, We think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is our looking glass. Ooh, okay, James Allen, for that one. And it goes one day while living in a farming community, I sat on the porch and watched Pete and the duck quack at several people on their way to lunch. As the first lady, a singer, passed Pete, she exclaimed, Why, Pete, how nice of you to sing me a morning song. The next person was somewhat overweight when Pete quacked. Hold on a minute. When um when Pete quacked at her, she retorted, Always quacking for more food, Pete. It's about time you get serious about your diet. The final person to pass was a cerebral intellectual. When Pete quacked at him, he responded, Questions? Pete always questions. How about some answers for a change? Meanwhile, Pete went on quacking. Each of us sees the world not as it is, but as we are. Ooh. Each of us sees the world not as it is, but as we are. That's good. The world we experience is a direct result of the vision we are using. If we see a cruel and threatening world, we are filtering it through cruel and threatening thoughts. If we look upon the world of beauty and delight, we must hold those thoughts to create that perception. At any moment, we can choose which vision we will employ and which world we will live in. Even if we have a dark or painful thoughts, we can shift our vision and immediately transform our experience. The world we see reflects the thoughts with which we build it. Show me the beauty, goodness, and purity that reflects my true self. My vision is God's. My beautiful thoughts create a beautiful world. Do you have beautiful thoughts? creating a beautiful world. I think I remember uh, Bob Proctor saying, thoughts are things. He wrote a book, Thoughts Are Things. So, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What are you allowing your thoughts to manifest in your life? That duck passed all those people, or they passed the duck, and the duck's quacking. And the one said, "Oh, thank you for singing," because she was a singer. The other lady overweight says, "Why you want more food, Pete?" And the last one, an intellectual, said, "Why are you asking me questions? How about some answers for a while, for a change?" Think about that. Everybody's perception is as they think it to be. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and they're telling you how bad something is, and you look at the same situation and you don't see the bad in it at all? You're like, what are you talking about? I'm confused as to what it is that you see because that's not what I see. I see all this good stuff. What you quacking about? We have to be mindful of our perceptions of things. Hey, Melisha. Hey, Jeremiah. It is so important for us to understand or to know how you are seeing the world.
What's Nona Carey say about perception?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's Nona Carey say about perception, Nona Carey?
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
There it is.
Absolutely. 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 You know, the glass is half full or the glass is half empty. Either way, is water in the glass. So, how do you see it? There's something about people who always see the positive in things, and then the people who always see the negative in things. We know both of them. We've been around each of them. And one is just a little bit more enjoyable than the other. You know, when you're with the one who sees everything bad, there's a constant conversation that goes back and forth where you say, "Well, it's not that bad. Um, I was at that place, and that place was pretty decent. It was nice. Oh no, every time I go there, they give me bad food and the service is bad. That hasn't been my experience. Oh, I don't like that church. That pastor is always. Oh, I don't like going to Sheila's house. Every time we go there, her kids, it's just the negative after negative after negative. And I just find that I need to exit stage left when you continue to be around people who just can't seem to find happiness in their own life. Even in the fact that you just woke up. You woke up this morning. Why can't we be happy? Yes, you get what you give. Positive attitude brings positive results, and the opposite is true as well. Absolutely, Manya. Like, I think the people who are that way don't get that they're creating the life that they see. And sometimes we are the ones who have the exit stage left because we start thinking like they thinking. If you're around it too much, it starts to wear on you. And that's why we have to be so mindful of who we allow to speak in our ear gate, what we see in our eye gate. Just can't leave that to chance and letting any old body speak to us, for us, about us. This life can be as beautiful as you make it, or as ugly as you perceive it. We could lean all the way into everything that's going on in the world. We could. We really could. And that rabbit hole, when you go down in it, it's hard to come back out. I have a very good friend who is an amazing makeup artist. Amazing. I can show you pictures. I met her back in 2015, and she has been my on staff makeup artist for the longest. She was doing celebrity makeup. She was doing makeup for weddings and birthdays and all kinds of stuff. And then she heard something, and she got this attitude that we have to start stockpiling weapons, food. We got to grow our food. We got to buy some land. We got to get off the grid. And at first, I listened to her a few times, and then I realized, okay, she's really in this, like, deeply. I'm okay with preparation. I'm okay with preparation. I'm okay with preparing for whatever it is that you're talking about. I think there should be some disaster preparedness. I'm with that. Get your hot spots and your light, your candles and your water and whatever else. And then I asked her something about makeup, and she said, "Oh, I don't do makeup anymore. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. I'm not doing any makeup. That's just not important." I'm like, "But you're so gifted in that." Yeah, 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 that's wonderful and everything, but the world is in trouble, so I'm not going to do that. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They are telling us a lot of things, Danny, and we are paying attention. We are paying attention. But if you live your life according to all of the things that could potentially go wrong, that in a lot of places have already gone wrong, if you live in that, what kind of life is that? And ever since this has happened, her life has been in turmoil. One bad thing after the next bad thing after the next bad thing. And it got so bad, I just really had to step back. And I said, God, I hope she comes back around. Because she's such a fun person when she's not talking doom and gloom. But I find that that's her whole conversation. Doesn't talk about anything else. You know, the cell towers might go down. You got to make sure you got this. Okay, I could do that. And you got to make sure you got this kind of battery. And, you might have to have a generator and, oh, all of that. And I'm like, okay, okay. Yes, prepare for the worst if you want, but don't stop living. Yes, Manya, that's it. And that's what happened. It's not living anymore. Not living anymore. I can't, when you are living in expectation of something, you will probably be the first one to experience what you are expecting. And then those of us that are walking with God, we may never see what you see. We may never experience what you experience. There are certain protections that are in place that will allow us to move freely, to live freely, to live, to make money, to do all of the things that we need to do in order to sustain ourselves and our families. And then a lot of times we're the first ones to get the warning and we know exactly what to do. But when you have allowed your whole spirit to turn dark, that ain't no way to live in no gratitude. That's no way to live a life. This life is the only one we get. Can you imagine living it in a way that is just who coming around the corner? Who that? What they doing? What they got? Give 'em a gun. Hurry up. I can't imagine it. My young boy that I used to babysit, he used to say, "I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it at all." He said, "I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it." I'm not comfortable with that kind of fear. Living in fear, not trusting that the world is has some good things in it. The fact that you woke up this morning, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get me a little makeup. I don't care what's going on. Get me a little lipstick and show up and show out and be ready to enjoy the day. Even the first quote in the book says we think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is our looking glass. We think it in secret and it comes to pass. What are you thinking in secret? What are you thinking in your life right now? What do you know for a fact about your life? Be in the knowing that it's already all right. Live like there's no tomorrow. Yes, Melisha. Go ahead, Sherry.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm at work and somebody that I know that has a bridal magazine offered me an opportunity. And my first thought was, I can't afford it, I can't do it. And then I got a inspiration that said, don't say that, figure it out. So I took her numbers and turned it around so that it worked for me. And now I'll wait and see if she says it's a go or it's not a go. But at least I didn't stay stuck in that place of I can't do it, I can't afford it. And yeah, when you change your thoughts,
Yes.
it just changes everything. And um I caught myself saying, "Oh, girl, you're gonna get fat," and then I said, "Oh, change that. Don't say that.
Don't say
Do
that.
not say that." Because um, ice cream is one of my comfort zones. When I feel like I need a hug, I go
Yes.
get me my favorite ice cream. And
Yes.
and the other night I wanted cookies, and they didn't have the cookie. And it's funny because I can bake cookies, but to stop and mix and all of that. And I was on a deadline because I had a showcase this weekend. And I went in the store to buy cookies, came out of there with a carrot cake. So, I said, "Oh, girl, you being bad." And but like you said, like we know, if you change what you say to yourself, your outcome is different. So I've been seeing all these different workouts that
Mhm.
people post, And if you do, it's a particular leg lift and a waist twist, and you do that action 100 times, you can get rid of the belly, you can get rid of the sagging gut, all of that. And so that's what I'm adding to my regimen to counteract my ice cream
That's
and my
right.
glass of wine.
That's it.
And
That's it.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
it.
I'm excited about that.
Listen, this life is to be lived and enjoyed. I always tell people 80% on, 20% off. If you do 80% good, have your ice cream, have your cookies, have your whatever it is that you want to have. Life with restriction is no life. Life and restriction is no life. And restricted, especially restricted diets, don't work. They don't work. You can restrict yourself from eating all this stuff that you say you're not going to eat. And then one day, usually around day 3 or 4, you binge crazy. And not only do you don't eat the thing that you want, you eat all the other stuff that you don't want. When if you just ate what you wanted, you would just quell the whole thing. Your hand back up, Sherry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And
good.
I just wanted to add to what you said. Those restricted diets feel like punishment. When
Yes.
you out with other people or you just with your family and they're all indulging in something that if you did your push-ups or sit-ups or walked around the block or did something else, you can have it too.
You can have it too.
You can have it all.
You can have it too. Listen, that restrictive stuff does not work. I listen to my clients all the time, and this is what they say. Oh, I did so good. I didn't have none of that stuff that you told me that I shouldn't have. But then on Thursday, I ate ice cream, I had cake, I had candy, I had soda, all this stuff when really they just wanted a piece of cake. Just eat the cake. Whatever it is that comes up, whatever the craving is, go ahead and eat it and knock it out. And then you can get back to whatever it is that your goals are. But the more you say, okay, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to eat it, eat the French fries. So that you don't go eat 17 other things to try to fill that one craving and end up eating 17 other things. That's always how it goes. You end up binging on whatever it is. So just don't do that. And diets as a whole don't normally work anyway. Lifestyle changes work. Lifestyle changes work. That means that whatever kind of food that you like, whatever diet that you like, you have to make that your lifestyle. It can't just be some, oh, I'm just going to do this for 7 days or 14 days or 21 days so I can lose this amount of weight. Mm-mm, that don't work. The statistics say, science says it does not work. But when you say, okay, I'm going to eat less meat. I'm going to eat more fruit and vegetables. This is going to be my lifetime, my the way that my lifestyle is going to be going forward. When you do that, that's what works. That's what works. And then throw in your 20% of whatever you want to eat then. I tell people to use this method. It's called crowding out. Crowding out means I'm going to eat like I normally do, but I'm going to start adding good for me things. And as I eat the things that are better for me, I will crowd out all of the things that are not good for me. So I may, instead of having a bag of chips, I have an apple or orange. When they say whole food, plant-based, whole food means whole food, a whole orange, a whole apple, a whole banana. It means things that are already that. Like you don't have to add anything to it. You don't have to do anything to it. So just adding more whole foods, more plant-based foods, and I don't mean fake food. I don't mean Beyond Meat and Beyond Burgers and fake chicken, this, that, none of that. That stuff is worse than if you ate the meat. That stuff is so full of chemicals. People swear they doing something when they eating that. That stuff is so bad for you. The body doesn't even know what it is. It's so full of chemicals. The body don't know what to do with it. So, but it's supposed to be beyond meat. Yeah, beyond what? What's in it? Something about the word beyond, like beyond. It comes from beyond. Beyond where? And if you look at the ingredients list, you can't say anything that's in it. Go ahead, Shanette.
Listen, that Beyond thing is horrible.
Yes.
I was eating it when it first came out and so forth. My husband used to say, mm, I don't know about this thing, you know. You sure? And so, but he's like, but do you know? I think I ate it for like maybe a week. We was on it like 2 weeks or something. That thing threw my body off so much. It
Yep.
had my cycle coming 2 times a month. I said, I have never in my life. It
Mm-hmm.
was horrible. I had to jump off of it ASAP.
Yes, yes. You know
And
that,
when I read the ingredients, I said, oh, Jesus,
yeah,
it's not even meat.
it's not nothing. It's all chemicals. Everything is synthetic, everything. Nothing is real in it. And it is I do believe that Bill Gates is behind it. And he was talking about getting rid of animals and just having this chemical based meat substitute. Um, and it's just another way to keep people sick and in the cycle of sick. He started talking about, well, if we make this chemical meat, we can get rid of the green gases and things that come from having cows and this and this and this. And so he made this big pitch for it. Um, and some people are with it, you know. But a lot of people like, we don't know what that is. And there's this mock meat that's out now. I saw it at Publix. I saw that like it's nothing that I want from him. He should stay in his garage and doing computers. He is not a scientist. He's not a doctor. He's making vaccines and all this kind of stuff. And I read somewhere there was a time when his wife was so upset with him. She was talking about divorcing him because the things that he's doing is inhumane. And it's a lot of money to walk away from, Chica. So I don't know if she actually left, but that's what she was talking about. That she was not happy about what he was getting into, you know. So just it's these food conversations when they come up, they for somebody. So just know that whole foods, plant based. Look at where things are coming from. There's certain supermarkets that I don't shop at all. Um, I don't buy any groceries from Walmart. Walmart allows this pesticide called Apeel, Apeel. And if you see that on anything, do not buy it. Apeel is also a Bill Gates thing. It is a type of pesticide that when it is used, it goes into the fruit or the vegetable, whatever it is, and it cannot be washed off. So it will be ingested into your body and it becomes one of those forever chemicals that gets to stay. Go ahead, Gwen.
Hey, I just wanted to say that Melinda Gates did leave Bill Gates.
Oh, okay,
They're
yes.
no longer together. And
I've
she has her own foundations and stuff. She's good. She's set and she's that's interesting that you brought that point up though. Yeah.
yeah.
They did not agree with everything. Yeah.
Mm,
It's deep.
mm. She said it was inhumane, the things that he was into, and she just could not sit by and watch him do that to the human race. I remember that conversation. very much.
Mhm.
So, and I couldn't imagine either if, we make this much money, we're in the top 1%, we're in the elitist class, and now we're trying to figure out how many people we can kill with the stuff that we put out. So the appeal, there's an article, I'm gonna see if I can find it, and it speaks to all of the markets, all of the supermarkets. They ask them who's using it, and Walmart said that they don't use it on their products, but anything that's Walmart brand, but any other brand could potentially use it. Target allows it, so no produce from Target, no produce from Walmart. Um, Kroger allows it, so don't use anything from Kroger. Publix does not allow it. I said that explains why Publix is the highest price, because Publix is expensive. However, I was taken aback to see that Publix had the mock meat in there. It was labeled to say this looks like it's meat, but it's really not. Go ahead, Manya.
I just also wanted you to mention, because of everybody are in different regions,
Mhm.
that those stores have affiliates. Like I think Kroger's in the West Coast, maybe Craig's or something, so, or even in the North, they're affiliated, but they use different names in different areas. So just to be mindful that we may say Kroger here in the South, but
Yeah,
the Kroger there's a chain. You could look at
yeah.
what their umbrella holds, because it's extended to them, But
Mhm.
yes, I always I when that came out, I said, because I always read the ingredients first, that whole Beyond Meat, and I'm like, this is beyond real,
Yes,
and my friend laughed. I'm like, I mean, why, if you're trying to go natural and vegan and all of this, I'm like, look at the words that is in what you're saying, a vegetarian. That means you should be eating vegetables. And
yes,
if you want that meat, that's not real at all. And that's not a substitute. Anything that's a substitute, truly, it's not for you, and it's just the word. It's supposed to be temporary. A
yes,
substitute teacher comes in for a short time and then leaves, and the real teacher comes back.
yes,
So, you should not substitute. If you're substituting that, that means you're going back to meat,
yes.
so,
Yeah.
because you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
Danny said a lot of deception going on in the world. Absolutely. That's why we have to be so mindful. And then, because of the things that they allow in our food, I brought Kroger brand peanut butter the other day and read the ingredients and said it's bioengineered. Yep. You gotta look for those types of things because they are disruptors in the body. They are hormone disruptors, just like what Shanette just said. It will absolutely set your body aflame. It won't. Your body will be so upset, doesn't know what it is. Go ahead, Maya.
Only I had just wanted to say that one more thing, what you had said about Bill Gates and the elite. Yes, we are guinea pigs now. And you are absolutely right. The vaccines, they're using it to test on people that lack knowledge, that aren't reading and listening. The food, just if you don't read it. And someone just in the chat, I just saw, like, even trying to make fake eggs, everything that can population
Yes,
control the population, and see, what works and what doesn't, as the sheep that don't wake up go to slaughter. So I just wanted to agree, like what you were saying about Bill Gates. Yeah, they're experimenting on those that allow it, that
yes.
aren't awake.
And Whole Foods allows appeal. Whole Foods is owned by Amazon now, I think. And because of that connection, it's not the same store. If you go in there, even the foods that they make, if you look at there, it says bioengineered. So there's a lot. So you can't even trust a place that says we got Whole Foods. So wherever you go, you have to be, do your due diligence about whatever you're bringing home. And the safest thing is whole food, plant-based food, grow your own, go to your farmers markets. do all of the things that we stopped doing. You know, we used to have the watermelon man used to come down the block one in the truck in Philly. The fish man used to come down the street on the truck in Philly, and the fish man usually would have fruits and vegetables too. And we would just go and take $5 or $10 and go buy whatever they had. So we just have to find those types of places. There's co-ops and things. There's a farm here in Douglasville where for $20, I don't know if it's $20 a month. It might be $20 a month, but $20 a month, they give you a plot of land to grow stuff. And then they have multiple master gardeners there. And the master gardeners have to do a certain amount of hours of time. So while you're not there, the master gardeners are watching your crops, whatever it is that you've planted. So there's ways around to get the things that are better for us, that are good for us. Um, and just being mindful. You know, I told y'all about the Yuka app. You know, when we go in these grocery stores, we have to shop the perimeter. Once you start going up and down the aisles, that's when you start taking your life into your own hands. It truly is, the front of the package is for entertainment purposes only. And all that non-fat, low sugar, no salt, all of that it says on the front of the package is for entertainment purposes only. That is stuff is not true. Turn the box over and get your education, because that's where the educational information is, not what's on the front. You be thinking, oh my God, it's so good. It says this. And if you have the app like I do, you go and scan it and it will say 20 out of 100. And nothing is going to be 100%, but I do make sure that the things that I buy in 80, 90, somewhere around in there, if it's something I really want, I'll probably maybe around 70, 70, 30, something. But I'm not getting anything that says 20, 29 or 0, because some stuff don't even rate because it's so bad. So get your Yuka app, download it on your phone, and use it to shop with. With that being said, does anybody have anything to add before we go?
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
The root word of diet is die.
Mhm.
That's why our whole spirit doesn't want to diet.
Yes.
And that thing about growing your own food, that's really something. Even if you just do it in a flower box in your own house,
Mhm.
you're in control of that. If you just do the herbs, you're helping yourself.
Absolutely.
Bill Gates also had all this. You said he was inventing inoculations and stuff, and he was going all over the world with birth control situations. His wife divorced him. She
Yeah.
said he's gone off the tracks. Boy.
Yeah. 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 He's no longer thinking about humans.
Isn't that interesting? He has more money than anybody. What is wrong? What went off?
I don't know.
Instead of helping folks, anyway, we pray for
Yes.
him.
That
That's
part.
all. I'm
That
not
part.
gonna
Go ahead,
say.
Tori.
I
I'm giving
do.
up why. That's part of God's stuff. The why part. I
Absolutely.
the how and what you want me to do is my part. Are
Yes.
we ready
No,
for us to do our part?
not yet. Hold on. Go ahead,
Okay.
Tori.
Good morning, ladies. I just wanted to tell y'all thank you for yesterday. I feel so much better.
Yay.
Um, I did send my friend a voice note and let her know how she feel after the call. She didn't reply till like 10 o'clock that night, but I just decided not to open the messages and just move forward.
Yay. You such a grown up. Look at you.
I'm trying, and y'all, I don't know. Like, it's just something about this group. Like, every day, it's like y'all are hitting the subjects that I'm going through in my personal life daily. Like, my honey, he just stopped eating meat a month ago. So I've been stacking up on the Beyond Meat. Do you hear me? Like, I got some Beyond steak, I got some sausage, and I'm like, it do
Take a
run
bit.
up. I mean, it runs through you. And I was like, I don't know why my stomach hurt like this. Like, maybe it's just because, it's something different. But then you said it like it's chemicals. So the chemicals, your body isn't immune to it. Like, everybody was like, oh, that made my stomach hurt. So thank you for the clarification.
Take that back. Take that back.
Thank you. And I did want to say one last thing. This is why I decided not to open the message, because last night when I was in the shower, I got a download, and the Lord just hit me, and it just came to me and said, "Can't you take a hint? Like, don't you not get what's right in front of your eyes?" So that helped me come to my senses as well yesterday. So I just want to say thank you, ladies, for just doing what God has called y'all to do. It's definitely impacting the frequency over here.
Love that so much. And you got Alan in here too. So it's one guy. He's our
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, brother.
you got one resident king up in the building.
All right, Mr. Allen.
You got to add Jeremiah too, because Jeremiah's been
Oh yeah.
consistent. He's just not in Zoom.
Oh yeah, Jeremiah's over here in TikTok land. Where so we have two resident gentlemen. Yes, we do. Hey honey, hey honey. So yeah. Manya, you had your hand up. Jeremiah said 100%.
No. I was actually just clapping for Tori, and it's
Okay.
just good. Like there's no such thing as coincidences. So I'm so glad that you no longer spend any money for Bill Gates's fake meat. Trying to do something good for yourself.
Oh, yes, we will keep you in prayer, Noreen, as you travel this week for your business retreat. And
Absolutely.
I'll be traveling on Saturday going to the DR. So that should be really fun and really interesting. My flights is kind of weird, but it looks like all of them I will be where I need to be in order to do the call, at least on Zoom while I'm traveling. Once I get to the location, then I'll be able to do my stuff regularly as we normally do. So with that being said, Dr. Long, will you please give us our prayer for today?
Wow, wow, wow. We're all getting very healthy and direct because God needs us. We all have to really be in top-notch shape in
Yes.
order to do the anointing, that the assignment that we have. So we just keep slugging it out. I look down at my feet and legs and tell them, you all got to cooperate better than this now. You know how to look like. I want to go back to factory settings. Come back. I want to come out like I came out in the first place, because my feet and legs were, well, maybe that's part of it. But I love beautiful shoes, and
Yes.
I had cute legs, and I said, okay, we're going back to factory settings.
Like that factory
I
setting.
am blessed going in.
I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed coming out. Hey,
I
Rob.
am blessed in the city,
I'm blessed in the
and
city.
I'm blessed in the field.
I'm blessed in the field.
I am always in the right place at the right time
Always in the right place at the right time.
with the right people,
The right people
doing the right thing
doing the right thing,
for the right reasons.
right reason.
And everything's in divine order.
Everything's in divine order.
hmm As Jabez said, bless us indeed.
And Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us,
Extend an open hand of favor to us.
that we may do no harm.
We may do no harm.
And we let go and let God.
And we let go and let God.
Then we go with the flow
Go with the flow.
and let the blessings and the money roll in
And let the blessings and the money roll in.
from the north, south, east, and west,
From the north, south, east, and west.
from above and beneath,
From above and beneath.
from known and unknown sources.
From known and unknown sources.
What?
We have supernatural unlimited money. So
Uh-huh.
supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out. We always have more than enough.
Yes.
More than enough to do anything we want. More than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others. We're putting Dr. V through school. I know that much. Okay. We have money to spend, money to lend, and money to keep, and take some of that keeping money and reinvest it in your next crop. Okay. Where's our bank, Jeremiah?
Heaven. He already know.
Heaven.
Yeah, yeah. And we're the branch banks. So, branch banks in a community take care of their constituency and the members of the bank. So look around, look at yourself, branch bank, and do what God tells you to do.
Yeah.
Because he don't ever run out. Hallelujah.
All righty. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station.
All right.